Welcome Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces to your reading for March of 2022. This is a different kind of reading rather than the pick a card readings that I normally do for each month. I've been guided to do this a little differently for March, and I believe this is because the energy is high at the moment and we are going through big changes. With this reading, the energy is blanketed over each of the signs in the water signs, and that's why I've been guided to do this kind of reading. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the message is, or one of the messages for Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio for March, please. What is the message that the water signs need to hear, please, for March 2022? Okay, we have gracious receptivity. Oops, let's get that down properly. Okay, and what card goes with that reading, please? Just another one that goes with this reading, please. Ether. There, that's better. Okay. And a chakra card, please. Okay. Solar plexus, so radiant illumination. Okay, with gracious receptivity, I believe this is about being open and about receiving, being able to receive information, to be grateful for all that you know and all that you are receiving. These cards, I think all three of them, are about standing in your power, about being open, about accepting what hasn't normally been readily available, or changing perspective so that your outlook on what is going on around you is different to what you would normally have focused on. Let's have a look and see how the book explains these cards to give us an in-depth look into what the energy is for the water signs for March. Okay, so gracious receptivity is gratitude, being thankful, receptivity, giving without expectation, how worthiness and self-love can affect your capacity to receive and to give without depletion, overflow over obligation, thriving over surviving, gifting economies. When we shift our perspective from what we are lacking, needing, desiring, we temporarily replace the survival factor with the resonance for thriving. When we acknowledge the miracle of our existence and how far we have come, despite the challenges, it can bring back our inner smile. Gratitude can enliven an attitude of "I've got this." One of the best tricks for bringing something into your life is to be already thankful for it, as if it has already arrived. This sets up the frequency of fullness and plenty rather than emptiness and need. As we have mentioned before, like attracts like, but there is a whole other power at play here, as true gratitude is anchored in the heart. Being moved by the sheer awe of appreciation and thankfulness is hugely pivotal to the way others and our environments responds to us. The next step is to give from our hearts without being asked or invited. When we emanate a field of new earth consciousness, giving can free us from expectation just by knowing that we can all thrive together when everything flows as a system of gifting. Yes, others may take advantage, but if you drop the fear of this outcome, it is quite likely that those of this frequency will also fall away. Holding up a beacon of light this way creates incentive and inspiration to those around you. As their cup fills, it unlocks space within them for resources in other areas. Thus, this giving overflow has a domino effect from person to person. Receptivity is a critical factor in the art of giving. Those who struggle to feel they have the resources to give may also have trouble receiving. Some do not feel worthy enough to receive, even from themselves. As mentioned, heart energy is key to gratitude and receptivity. Here it brings us to self-love and how important it is for feeling full enough so that our overflow that doesn't deplete. When you allow yourself to receive from those in their heart's joyous overflow and give from a place beyond expectation or obligation, a whole new paradigm reveals itself. You will discover a new way of thriving. Giving and receptivity is a two-way flow. Each allows space for the other. When we are in our hearts, we have limitless resources, and that starts with gratitude. Could gifting economies be the seed for a more joyful new paradigm of making the world go round? So the divinatory meaning for this card is, consider your relationship with gratitude, how comfortable you feel receiving and what you love to give. Are there themes that allow you the joyous overflow of giving without limitation? How can you add this to the lives of others more often, away from the fear that you will get used up if you give without guaranteed reciprocity? Are there areas where you are overextending yourself? Can you give more from areas where you are stronger and have more skill and capacity? Right now you may feel you have little to give. If so, allow yourself to receive more. The gift of the sun on your face on a winter's day, or a compliment from a stranger. Allow yourself to drink every drop. After all, it is up to you how deeply you wish to drink of the gift that is shared. Often we take only a little sip even when there is so much more we could appreciate. And yet it is beautiful when you give to someone and they light up and receive it fully. Gratitude, self-love and self-worth are interwoven with the capacity to receive. Together they nourish your soul. Step into your heart space by listing all you are grateful for, and notice how full you start to feel. From this place, your gifting capacity can spiral upward. Okay, and for the ether is the seamless, unspeakable. 0 point field, the void, blank canvas, threshold, anything is possible. Time to choose what you want to bring into your life. Endless possibilities, limitlessness, paradox, which is basically what we've been saying with the gracious receptivity. This illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the silent, meditative moment out of time, the centered and present place beyond the hustle of the mind and outside world. It is where all dreams are birthed, and it is the light we may fear to be darkness when, just for one moment, everything ceases to exist. This is the place between worlds, the womb before we incarnate, and from here we can choose where we go. The land has been tilled in readiness for the flowers we wish to seed. Outdated doors have been closed, and in the space between the breaths we open the new ones. What may be perceived as endless black nothingness is actually the illuminated eternal. the core that all our fears may be peeled back to. When we step through the darkness, we realize it is only a short distance away from the white void at the center of creation and heaven. Herein lies the feeling that we may have been striving our whole life to meet, and yet simultaneously, subconsciously running from. In this place of graceful surrender, we may know we are held and allow ourselves the spaciousness to drop deeper into the experience of our existence. And we'll go to the solar plexus. Radiant illumination, personal power, independence, self-discipline, confidence, assertiveness, decision-making, belief, intellectual abilities, expression of will, bringing ideas into reality. The solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of our being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings our passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you are taking up space, and insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides within this center and be energized, motivated, fueled with inspiration, enthused and clear-minded so you can bring forth more of yourself and what you wish to birth in the world. As you discover a deep and real sense of self-empowerment, you can more confidently lift others in celebration, harmonizing differences and shifting hierarchical paradigms into collective co-creation. Remember that you are a powerful being who can connect with potent life force energy as and when you need it. Be aware of what fuels your fire and consider circumstances where you had your power away. Imagine all the fragments of your energy that you have given away at some point and bring them all back to the center of your being. The theme is your power, and where are you putting your energy? Okay, so now let's have another message, please. Another message that goes with this reading for March for the water signs of Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, please. What is the message here? What message goes with this card reading? Mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. So mother's love, whether it's your mother or a person who you can see that represents your mother, whether she's here on the earth plane or in spirit world, this is letting you know that she is there for you, even if you don't recognize that. So you are being inspired by someone that you consider as a mother figure. A mother's love lives on forever, and even though we are here in the spirit world, that love never ends and will continue to nurture you, protect you, and keep you on your path. This card can also indicate that you may need to mother and nurture yourself at this specific time. Spirit knows how heavy your heart is right now and encourages you to remember the good times shared with your mother, for those special memories remain with her here in the spirit world. Your mother wants to thank you for all you did, and she knows the love, care and thoughts you gave her right to the end. She's saying, I really never left you. I am in the sun that rises and sets each day, and the gentle breeze that caresses your face. When you feel the sun warm you, know that I'm holding you close in a tender embrace, whispering, I love you, my child. We can also put that to Mother Mary. It doesn't have to be your actual mother. It could be it's figuratively speaking. Okay. Right. Let's have another message, please. Another message. With this reading, please. What's the message that? Oops. Okay, we'll have that one. I'm stuck. And we'll take that one as well. Okay. So we had that one that jumped, that one that was stuck, and that one. Okay, so the first one is rebel. Take a break from the norm. What this world needs is more rebels, renegades, and untamed creative beings, uniquely driven and powerfully free. Look for ways to express your individual voice, tell your truth, and share your incredible presence with the world. Nourishment. Your mind, body, and soul require constant nourishment. Look after each of them in ways that you intuitively feel drawn to. Keep your focus grateful, simple, and joyful. Look no further than good food, fresh air, nature, meditation, laughter, connection, and soulful living to nurture you all over. Instinct. Your gut instinct is a powerful inner force that was gifted to you by your ancestors and early carers. It is asking you now to listen to it as it wants to keep you safe and protected. Trust always the ancient wisdom of your instinct. Keep your boundaries strong. Say no when needed without hesitation or apology. Okay, and a final message, please. A final message that goes with this reading. It's a final message, please. Oops. Okay, so this one jumped. Allow your imagination to drift beyond the horizon. Beyond time there is a world of dreams without limits, full of magical ideas, a world just waiting for you. But this faraway world is not so far. It is inside your heart, and all it takes to get there is a dream. Okay, and we'll take that one. It is not a matter of containing your emotions, rather the opposite is required. You must express your emotions in order to heal them. Say what you feel, be gentle, be truthful, and do not blame anyone in the process, especially yourself. All emotions can be transformed by love. The conscious desire to do so is all it takes. It's okay to feel the way you do. Okay, so that is the reading for the water signs of Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio for the month of March. I hope you got something from that. It is a general reading, so you may or may not have, and that's okay. Alright, so please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And until next time, thank you.